what has been the stand of Russia and China so far? Russia has condemned Israel's airstrikes on Iran, calling them a clear violation of UN Charter and established principles of international law. And Russian officials, remember, have warned that these actions could lead to a full-scale war in the Middle East. Additionally, Russia strongly condemned the US bombing of Iranian nuclear facilities, labeling it as an unprovoked aggression. President Vladimir Putin, in fact, emphasized that Moscow is making efforts to assist Tehran in the wake of these attacks. On the other hand, now, China. China has also expressed deep concern over the escalating conflict. Chinese President Xi Jinping condemned Israel's military actions, stating that they infringe upon Iran's sovereignty and territorial integrity. China also described them as serious violations of international law and UN Charter. But the question is, why are the two countries not moving beyond lip service of condemnation? Is this because of deep, perhaps some kind of they do not know in which direction it's all headed? Because these two countries, remember, have deep-rooted ties and extensive collaboration. But the silence, certainly, one would say, is deafening. I'm going to start with Russia. What is the nature of a relationship that is there between Iran and Russia? These two countries' relationship or equation has evolved significantly over the years. In fact, on January 17th, Russian President Vladimir Putin and Iranian President Masoud signed a comprehensive strategic partnership treaty in Moscow. This treaty aims to strengthen bilateral relations over the next 20 years, covering areas such as defense, counterterrorism, energy, finance, and culture. And despite these ties, Russia's stance remains cautious. The partnership, while strategic, is not a full-fledged alliance. Diverging agendas and economic limitations play a role in this cautious approach. Now, let's look at China. The Iran-China partnership, right here, the Iran-China partnership has entered a new era of strategic interactions, highlighted by the signing of the 25-year Comprehensive Strategic Partnership Agreement in 2021, in fact. This agreement aims to enhance cooperation in economic development, technological collaboration, and infrastructure development. Iran, remember, is a crucial player in China's Belt and Road Initiative, which is the BRI, which is serving as a gateway to energy, supply chains, and markets. And despite these significant ties, China's major state-owned enterprises and banks remain reluctant to fully engage due to risk of sanctions. So why this silence? The answer lies in the complex web of geopolitical dynamics. Both Russia and China have their own strategic interests and constraints. For Russia, the partnership with Iran is shaped by systemic pressures and tensions with the West. For China, the alignment of domestic socio-economic interests drives cooperation, but the threat of sanctions looms large.